Okay, guess what time it is, boys and girls? It's take apart faff time. Beautiful day in the neighborhood here today in eastern Pennsylvania. Today's victim, this old girl, is a model 1222E. And I'm going to start by just having a look-see. What's new, what's old, what belongs, and what doesn't. It's in very good shape, and it looks like we've got a buttonhole foot on and not the regular foot. Our needle position's not working, not responding real well. Common. Our index mark looks good there. This white square here should be dead center at 12 o'clock. Yeah, let's see. We've got made in Western Germany. Well, there's a piece of history right there. Made in West Germany by West Germans. Okay, looks good. We've got a crack here on the pressure bar lifter on the bottom and a crack on the top. So that's will be replaced. Got the original hand wheel screw, which are now metal. The original on and off button, which was red. And this being a late model E, it has a new style circuit board. Produced in 1976. The good old days. Now, the next thing I'm going to do here, I'm going to take the bobbin case out. You want to always, if you're going to run the machine, take the bobbin case and the bobbin with thread on it out. If you don't, it can get caught when they're moving parts when you're running it, and then you can have a mess. Okay, so far so good. There's a hesitation here, which is typically a cracked cam or a cracked feed gear. And in this case, it's a cracked cam. There's a crack in this cam right here. Once the crack goes through this gear here, then you're going to have a hesitation when that gear, part of the gear, meshes with the drive gear. So that this gets replaced so far. We need to work on the needle positions. And we're going to start this old girl apart. First, I want to note the serial number. Serial number is 30800-516. This is one of the more complex FOFs because it was primarily an all mechanical machine. The electronics in this are somewhat limited to a few sensors, one of which operates your stop-matic. The stop-matic is when you lower the presser foot down, your presser bar lever is now in the down position. If you move it to the left, the machine is set so the needle will stop at the top position. The reason they have that set like that is you need it to be in the top position to operate so it'll line up for your needle threader. Also, it's nice when you go to remove the fabric from the work piece. If the needle is in the up position, all the way in the up position, the fabric will come out of there easily. Otherwise, it's still in part of the cycle, stitch cycle, so then you have to turn the hand wheel to get it out. So that eliminates, this feature eliminates the need to be on the hand wheel all the time. Newer machines that have the electronic ability to tell when the needle's either in the up or down position have a feature that's called needle up and down, meaning you can set the machine to stop with the needle up or down, depending on what your application is. For quilters, for example, they like the needle down because you use the needle as a pivot point when you're making corners when you're sewing. So it's quite a feature for those quilters. They really like it. It's a great feature. Only available in electronics, though. You're not going to get that in a mechanical machine. This machine, being mechanical primarily, it has the needle up function, but it does not have a needle down function. So you don't want to buy one thinking you can have it either way, because with these machines you're only going to get needle up. So what's amazing is how many different screwdrivers and fastener tools you end up needing to do these machines. Another source of problems for 1200s is this part here. This is referred to as the needle clamp. And notice, this is how I dispose of needles. I don't look at them, I don't put them back in the pin cushion or the lampshade or the drawer, because you have no way of knowing whether a needle's good or not. Looks good, looks pretty straight, looks like it's got a fairly good point, but what do you know? That's usually the culprit of all stitching problems. Now to get back to the needle clamp, what happens, the symptoms are the machine will no longer hold small size needles, 70, 80, stuff like that. The needles just fall out. So everybody wants to replace the screw. It's not the screw that's the problem. It's the actual needle clamp itself is failing. So it won't matter how tight you make the screw or how you mess with that screw. It's not going to make any difference. You have to replace the whole clamp. Okay, so I'm going to turn it off. Get at the bottom. What we're looking for here is feed gear issues. Typically is where the problems are with this particular model series, which is all 1200s. Anything that begins with a 1-2 number will suffer from these kinds of problems. I look at the dates on each of the covers, or on all the parts actually that I remove, and see if they're the same. As long as they're within a certain range, you can assume that it's original. It's an original part that was installed when the machine was manufactured. That's good to know for collectors, but for others it doesn't really matter, providing the parts that were used were the correct parts and not some Chinese copies, which is all you can buy for these today. So my advice would be to save your money. Don't buy any. Okay. This is a new style feed gear. The feed gear that fails is this big one. And this one is in excellent shape. So, we saved a few bucks on this one because it already has the upgraded components. If you're looking to buy one of these machines to use, if you have a project that requires a real sewing machine and you're looking to buy one of these because it has an industrial style hook, that's this part right here. It has a dual feed, also known as IDT walking foot, and several other names along the years. It was even called a matchmaker foot, and I think that was in the 60s or 70s. Now, I'm going to want to remove the circuit board. Okay, because I'm eventually going to remove the motor, and if I haven't said this before, I'll take this time to mention, don't do this at home. Like I said, these machines are very well made, very well thought out, and they don't leave any room for change. So you can't be drilling on them and grinding on them and cutting and bending and making them better, because these machines will simply not work half the